Thank you, Paul and the choir. I sure am glad to be here with you today, and it is a joy and a privilege, and I'm humbled to be a part of this congregation, to be able to preach to you today. The more that we get involved in God's Word, the more we'll have a burden and a passion for the lost souls of others. And so when I read God's Word and I get immersed in it, I begin to get a burden and a passion for the souls of other people. I graduated in '75, and I started attending Shades Mountain Baptist Church. I was invited to come, and I joined it. I believe in '76 or so is when I joined, and went to work at a telephone company. And we worked here in Birmingham for about 7.5 years. But while we were there, God just confirmed that we need to go full-time ministry. My thoughts were that it just wasn't satisfying, and I wanted to do something with eternal significance. I just knew I wanted to go into ministry, but I didn't want to be a pastor. So we ended up leaving the phone company, and in January of 1984, headed out to Southwestern Seminary. And so the pastor call came about 2 years into seminary. Then I realized that that's probably what I wanted to do. So God's got a sense of humor. I get a lot of great ideas after I come back from running. And so for me, it is really cathartic. It's great to be able to do that. Now the problem is that when you do a long run, like maybe 15, 17 mile run, I'll get a great idea at mile 4. And by the time I get to mile 15, I will have forgotten it. So, but that's bad. And I'll come home to Janice and say, I had 2 great ideas. I just can't remember them. So, but if I do remember them, it really is a great experience. It's some things I've learned about myself that I did not know is that I'm what would be called a visionary leader. Now, I'm not saying this to pat myself on the back. It's what others have told me. And I've been placed in leadership positions to where I had to develop that. I never saw myself as that until I went to Ruston, and then I came here. Listen, walk through those doors when you walk out and see the map of the world, and you get a glimpse of the vision that we have of placing missionaries all around the world, of giving money so that we can expand our missions like it's never been done before. I mean, that's kind of an Acts 1:8. That's kind of a Jesus mission that we have. I enjoy setting the goals. I enjoy moving forward. I enjoy bringing people together. Monday morning when I read every tear off. So when they turn those in, it's this thick. Before it goes to the staff, I go through every single one, and I read everybody's prayer request. And I tell you, it breaks my heart. Sometimes I cry. A lot of times I just shake my head. It's unbelievable what some of our people are going through. So when I stand up to preach, I look out over there and I realize there's a lot of hurting hearts. And so there's a sense of compassion that goes out to them and empathy. And then you know that you've got that opportunity on a Sunday morning for 30, sometimes 40 minutes to preach a message that you both want to challenge them in their walk, but at the same time, they've been beat up Monday through Saturday. And you want to provide both a comfort and a challenge to them.
God is love. Trust Him. Believe Him. Obey Him. Engage in a fellowship with Him so that you will come to know Him intimately.
I am a guy who is a glass half full. Or as some people say, it's always totally full. All right? So I do go overboard on that. But I think that's part of the Christian life, is to have that dependence on God and to continue to move forward. And so a part of a legacy or a message of life is there's a total sufficiency of Christ. You depend on Him, and you just keep running till you get to the finish line.